Hello. Sorry for the weird high angle, but or low angle. Sorry, low angle. I'm on my lunch break, so I got about a good 30 minutes here. So I thought I'd just take a minute and chill and tell you about certain films you may not know are made by certain people, which you may or may not be a fan of, or at least be aware of, and say that production, or this was written by that person. Apparently, and I learned this the other day, as well as a couple of other things. Um, that Stephen King had made a bunch of he's written this guy's writes like crazy, and a good number of his films, like a dozen of his films, after his not exactly initial success, but initial kind of like slump or failure at the box office, people decided to not really advertise that this movie is a Stephen King film in fear or in hopes of inciting more popularity, because people say, well, this is Stephen. So if you hear it's a Stephen King film, you're like, oh well, the last like 3 of them or 5 of them in a row, flopped or whatever. So I don't want to go see that. You know, so they weren't. So there were a ton of them. Like Cat's Eyes apparently was a Stephen King film. There were like 10 or 12 of them in a row that were not really advertised or said out loud that it's a Stephen King film. And I've heard, also not even heard, but I've seen videos about talking about different movie properties that were created in the 70s. Sorry, I'm trying to get my form factor. I'm trying to. They were made in the 70s by Disney. So if you can, because remember, Disney's brand name is everywhere. It's they're trying to pump that out. It's everything marketed, branded on everything. Disney brand names everywhere on anything that they're trying to sell to make money. So if it's good quality or whatever have you. It's like, well, it's Disney's The Devil MX Devlin, or Disney's The Black Hole. So back in the day, in the 70s, there were a lot of films Disney did not want to, or whoever was in charge at the time, people who were in charge did not want it known this is a Disney production or a subsidiary of a company Disney owned at the time, is his productions. So, um, like, like Touchstone that made Gen 13. I have Gen 13, so I know it exists. But the thing that they were trying to do was try to say, that's why it's not licensed in North America. It's in Europe and Australia only. You can find the Gen 13 title made by, I believe it was uh, a production of Touchstone, but dealing with comic books and licensing. You know, since Gen 13 went on to becoming a DC product, but DC is dealing with Warner's. Marvel is dealing with Disney, so they didn't want to feel like they were helping out the competition. Or that's one of the theories, anyway. My theory is that it was just too adult for Disney to handle, to be distributed by Buena Vista Home Entertainment. Yeah, that'll go over swimmingly. So, so I want some hot sauce here. Um, Tabasco sauce. So, so there's a lot of titles. Go through Wikipedia, go through someone's catalog, and you will see, you know, a movie you probably heard of or seen, and then realize this is that production. You know, and I'm pretty sure there's some reason behind it, most likely due to marketing. It's all about image. They don't want to be synonymous with this production. They won't put their name on it. That's why on the DVD cover it doesn't say Touchstone or Disney's Gen 13 or Disney's The Devil and Max 7. Like I said, it's just whatever production, and it's a subsidiary or whatever. That was owned by Disney. That's it. So, you know, so it's very, very oh, interesting seeing the history of some productions. You Flight of the Navigator is only a Disney product in the second half. That's where the tone changes from that weird, ominous, mystery tone to the wacky hijinks of, going down the highway looking for adventure, and all that. That's because that's when Disney took over. So yeah. So that's why I said look up the histories of certain things, and you will see that there is a story behind the story of every kind of production somewhere. Why things came into being, why certain things happened. That's why I got into it. Anyway, so yeah, check it out. See what you can find. See the interesting story behind the story. I'm gonna finish my lunch and then get back to work. All right. So I just wanted to share that with you all. Take care, and as always, see you at the movies. Bye.